This week on Channel Mum, everybody is talking about Fussy Eaters. So between us, we've got a couple of Fussy Eaters. So we thought
I've got particular.
we thought that we would do a video on fussy eating.
Yeah.
It was actually something in the Daily Mail yesterday, I think it was, that said that Fussy Eaters is down to the parents being stupid.
Oh, that was Gino De Campo.
Yeah,
saying I love him to bits.
This morning chef.
Please.
Yeah, I love him. I don't think it is down to the parents being stupid. Not just because I don't consider myself a stupid parent, but I have 4 children and I have 1 fussy eater.
Yeah, I have 2, and I have 1 brilliant eater and 1 very, very fussy child.
So, you know, unless one of my children has 2 different parents that I didn't know about, then I'm not really sure how that works.
Yeah, that's
So I have a few tips to help get your fussy eater to eat. My first, she isn't a fussy eater at all. She eats everything. In fact, her favourite food is mussels.
Really?
She's 10 years old, but loves mussels. They love pate, they love olives, they love blue cheese. They have really, really, really good palates, actually, most of them, yeah.
Okay.
And that's because we gave them all of these foods from a really young age, so their taste buds got used to them. So number 1, to stop the fussy eating in the first place, or at least try to, give them as many different flavours from as early on as possible. Obviously going with the guidelines of what they're allowed to have.
Yeah, because blue cheese, I don't think you can have until over 1.
Yeah, I would imagine
more.
So. I don't actually know off the top of my head, so please Google that and have a look.
Yeah.
Don't
go with those straight away.
But yeah, so try and give them as many different tastes and flavours and textures from not day one,
Yeah,
but you know, from early on.
Try and stay away from bland foods.
Yes, the beige foods. Try and stay away from them. Keep them as a treat, you know, every now and again.
Give them a little portion of it, because obviously they still need the carbohydrates and everything, but don't put too much, and not every single day, because I think that's where I've gone wrong with the youngest, possibly, maybe, that she had when she wasn't eating as much, or it was going with the beiger foods, unfortunately.
Also, my other tip would be, once you've cooked a lovely, nutritious meal and you've put it down in front of your fussy eater and they've pushed it away and refused it, loads of parents would then go to the freezer, stick the chicken nuggets and chips in the oven and give them a second meal so that they eat. I never do that. If they haven't eaten their dinner, they haven't eaten their dinner. I know it might be sound harsh to some, but if I continuously give in to their fussy eating, they're going to know that they can pull the wool over my eyes every single time and do that. So their dinner stays on the table until bedtime, and if they come back and want it, I will happily reheat it for them and they can have it, but they will not get anything else unless they eat their dinner.
No.
If they attempt to eat some, then they may get something else afterwards, but it will only be a piece of fruit that they will get afterwards. That will be it, nothing else. And also, without being harsh, some things I did to overcome the fussy eating was to make the food fun. So you pick something healthy, could be anything, or even, you know, just the sandwiches with a good nutritious filling. Cut it into a shape. At Christmas time, I use a Christmas tree cookie cutter, and I stick it in the middle of the sandwich. And a lot of people would be worried about waste. I don't actually waste any of the sandwich. What I do is push the Christmas tree shape down into the middle of the sandwich, so there is a Christmas tree. And then, while the cookie cutter is in the middle, I cut the sides into 4 pieces. So technically there's 5 pieces to that sandwich, and they get the whole...
Oh, okay, yeah.
they get the whole thing in one, and they eat it all. Another thing that I have done in the past is to make the food colourful.
Yeah,
I used to make pink pasta.
No, I haven't tried that.
Pink pasta, yeah.
So I don't have trouble with pasta. It's not
pink
pasta.
Well, you can do it with anything. You can make pink potatoes or pink cauliflower or any kind. You know, it doesn't have to be pink. You can make blue cauliflower or whatever. But I found that if you made the food look more interesting, or more appealing to their colour palettes, if you like.
You can make funny faces, because I've seen people make
faces on the plate,
in funny faces with obviously healthy stuff, not just, you know, pizza filling, like normal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just used to put a few drops of colouring into the water when I was boiling the pasta, and it would make it pink. And then you can put whatever topping you want on the pasta, but because the pasta is pink or blue, they will love it.
Or yellow.
Or yellow, whatever their favourite colour is, basically. And yeah, that sort of, you know, they love it. So that's a few ways we get around our fussy eaters. Have you got any other tips?
No, because I do struggle with my youngest, but I think there's a lot more to her issues with certain foods. Well, to be honest, there's not issues with certain foods. One day she'll eat and one day she won't. It just depends because of she has, unfortunately, problems with her tummy. I think that sometimes she feels full, she doesn't eat as much, and I think it's not the fussy eating as such because she has a varied diet. I think it's just the fact of some days she won't eat a whole plate full of food. And she'll pick at things. She's like a grazer, like a little cow goes along grazing.
My fussy eater is a grazer.
Yeah.
He will quite happily pick
both
and nibble.
As well. Well, no, both are your middle.
The same age ones, the 4-year-olds. He will pick and nibble and graze all day long, and not particularly on unhealthy things either.
Yeah.
He will have fruit and things, but then if you put a meal in front of him, game over.
Yeah.
However, I have also found that if I do not let him graze all day long, so if he has a small to medium breakfast in the morning, a fairly small lunch, but not allowed any snacks in between, he will then eat his dinner no matter what it is. So if I cut out the snacking and grazing, does that not work? No, well, that's what works for mine.
Any tips?
So, but like we've said before, every child is different.
Yeah.
So what works for us may not work for you, but it's damn well worth a try.
Yeah, obviously I've got polar opposites, so yeah, it doesn't. Sorry, there's a bird in the background. Yeah, so I don't think. I don't think it's actually the parents. It is the child, unfortunately. They're going through a phase. Just let them go through it, I suppose, in a way as well.
So to all other parents of fussy eaters, we're stupid and you're stupid. Try our top tips and see how you get on. Let us know in the comment box below.
Yeah, especially if you've got any tips.
Yeah, any tips of your own, and if our tips have helped you.
Thank you.
Bye.